was in Airedale, every time I see a Navy plane going over, it puts a lump in my throat. You know, last year was a little bit easier because we had the stage out there and I wasn't actually standing on the ship. This year, I'm actually standing on what many consider to be a sacred ground. And I can go to the tank deck and look at the faces of my uncles, my aunt, and my father looking back at me. And the reality of what we celebrate, what we memorialize here, really becomes flesh and blood and sacrifice, and a reality of my family as it does for many of yours. Now, that doesn't make me a righteous civilian, but it does give me an awareness and a humble and awful, horrible awareness of what it really represents here today with this memorialization and our celebration of our armed forces, this Armed Forces Day. In an era where fewer of us have a direct link to someone in uniform than any time since World War II, let's make certain that we go the step further from memorials and celebrations, handshakes and thanks or free breakfasts for those in uniform, and not call it good, but make sure it is good by holding DC legislators and 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue and top command accountable in giving those in service the resources to do the job, and those who have worn the uniform what they need to rebuild their civilian life, having done the job. This extra important step, our obligation to the Republic as active citizens, can renew our bonds to our sons and daughters, sisters and brothers who serve and obey for our sakes and need us as advocates for their sakes. Thank you very much, and let's never, ever discount the blessings we share as Americans.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Scott Grant, who is president of the LST Association. Scott? Good morning.
Morning. Let's go back to June 5th, 1944. Thousands of troops and hundreds of ships amassed in different ports in England, ready to invade France, to push into Germany. This ship, along with many others similar to it, were key for that invasion. This ship was able to go up onto the shore, delivering troops and artillery to the shore, pushing into France. As you go through the ship today, there are some key areas you should take a look at. Right outside the gift shop is actually the flag that flew over this ship during the D-Day invasion. This ship was part of that. Also, there's around the ship, there's hundreds of reenactors. Take a look at those as you go through. They'll tell you stories of time, what it was like during the war. Thank you for all those men and women who have served in the military and are currently serving.
Thank you, Scott. I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you a little something about Rolling Thunder. My name is Mike Holmes. I'm president of Michigan Chapter 4, located here in West Michigan and Muskegon. Rolling Thunder's primary function is to publicize the prisoners of war missing in action, to educate the public that many American prisoners of war were left behind after all previous wars, and to help correct the past and protect future veterans from being left behind should they become POW or MIA. We are also committed to helping American veterans from all wars. Rolling Thunder is a nonprofit organization, and everyone donates his or her own time because they believe in the POW MIA issue. We support veterans in need by assisting local charities with clothing needs as well as monetary assistance. We provide birthday cards to the residents of the Grand Rapids Home for Veterans. We also we serve cake and ice cream every other month for a birthday party at the Grand Rapids Home for Vets, as well as the annual carnival in Grand Rapids. If there's anyone present that would like to join us in our mission or learn more about Rolling Thunder, we encourage you to speak with any of our members that are here today or join us at our products events trailer located right outside the LST. We'd love to have you come and join us. We would like to invite the public to please check out all the activities that are being offered here today, including the free ship tours, displays, kids' tents, and raffles. The Port City Princess announced that the Dockside Bar is open all day. No reservations are needed while dockside. And to end the day, please join us on the LST this evening for the USO show. This USO show will be from 7 until approximately 9:30, when we will have the closing ceremony for today's events. Again, Rolling Thunder would like to join you along with the LST, and have a great day. Thank you.
Buckwheat Schultz & Associates Incorporated, investment products and services. For more information, call 799-9889 or 866-799-9889.
The Village at Park Terrace Senior Living Community, offering beautiful yet affordable 1- and 2-bedroom apartment homes as well as 2-bedroom cottages. Rent includes a wide variety of exceptional services, from daily meals shared in the dining room or delivered to your door, to scheduled activities and social events, to 24-hour emergency on-call service. Their expert, caring staff is there to assist you with all of your retirement needs. The Village at Park Terrace Senior Living Community, where you can enjoy the luxuries and comfort of your own home without the work and worry.
Your vehicle is an important part of your life. It gets you where you need to go. Take care of it by bringing it to Van's Car Wash and Quick Lube. At Van's Quick Lube, every vehicle gets up to 6 quarts of high-quality Quaker State oils, new oil filter, and a free car wash with every service. If you need a quick wash that is done right the first time, then stop by any convenient Van's Car Wash and experience the hand-scrubbed and Simonized difference. Keep your car running and looking great at Van's Car Wash and Quick Lube. 6 convenient locations, 1 near you.
name's William Sheets, and I'm the reenactor coordinator for the LST 393 and Rolling Thunder. I've been a reenactor for 35 years. I do this for the veterans, and also I'm portraying the captain of the LST 393. There's a number of events that we do around the country, and this is one of them. It's mainly what reenactors do is volunteer for the ship to help bring alive the ship. Also to we do a lot of things with World War II veterans, veterans of all wars. We don't glorify war. What we're here to do is honor the veterans of all wars, and mainly honor our veterans. We have a lot of displays within the ship. We also have World War II, Korean War, and Vietnam War vehicles out here. As you can see, we just did a air raid. It was a mock air raid with planes flying over. The guns are all of period M1919 30 caliber machine guns, 50 caliber machine gun, and another M1919 up there. We're going to be here for the whole weekend. We'll be here tomorrow. And so it looks like we got a pretty good turnout for the public here. So if there's any questions or anything anybody wants to know, we usually answer those. Everybody and anybody that is dressed in a uniform is willing to discuss about their uniform, about their weapons or accoutrements, and about the ship. One thing about the ship made 30 trips back and forth from Normandy to England, bringing supplies, troops, and ferrying POWs back and forth the English Channel. There's only 2 LSTs in the country. One is here, LST 393, which is in Muskegon. The other one is in Evansville, Indiana, and that's LST 325. Both were at Normandy and served with distinction and pride and honor. If anybody's interested in participating as a reenactor, you can go online, and there are a few reenacting societies that you can belong to. I belong to the HRS. There's also LHRA, Living History Reenactors Association, and you can go online and you can join our organizations. And there's plenty of people around that can help you become a reenactor if you want to become a reenactor and know a little bit about history or even talk about history. So those are a few of the places you can go to. You can buy your equipment, your uniforms, all online, or you can go to any reenactor. They'd be willing to help you get started.
My name is Gunnery Sergeant Zach from Creede, Illinois, and I'm with Easy Company, 2nd Battalion, 2nd Marines, and we're here today on this beautiful day and to put on our World War II demonstrations and displays down on the tank deck. And I'll introduce you to some of my men right now. This is Private First Class Elias, and we have Will Bacon and William Bacon here, and I'm going to pass the microphone on to them so they can say a few words.
I am Private First Class William Bacon, 2nd Battalion, 2nd Marines, Company E. Do the reenacting of the Marines to honor several family members, including my grandparents that both were in the Second World War, met and married in the Marine Corps. From Woodhaven, Michigan, and this is my son, Will. He's also from Woodhaven, Michigan.
Well, I haven't really done too many of these, but from what I have done, it's pretty fun. It's really enjoyable time getting to learn all about the wars and stuff.
I'm Elias Pacheco. I'm in 2nd Marine Division, basic rifleman, and it's really fun.
Thank you. My name is Willie James Blair Jr. I'm Corporal, 2nd Battalion, Easy Company. I love coming out here representing the Marine Corps and also remembering our fine men and women of World War II. It's a privilege and an honor to remember them and the sacrifices that they made for our country. Thank you. I really enjoy coming here, and I love this event.
We have our own website and Yahoo group site, and you could just Google in 2nd Marines, Easy Company. That would be E22 Marines, and you'll see everything that is required to be a member of this unit. and all the different photos from the different events we do, including schools. We do amphibious assaults, living history. And we welcome all who are interested in United States Marine Corps history and World War II.
Hoorah!
At Teddy Spaghetti's, you can take out or dine in, enjoying authentic Italian cuisine in a warm, friendly atmosphere. They have a wide variety of sandwiches, specialty pizzas, and delectable entrees for you to choose from. Chicken parmigiana and marsala, shrimp scampi, fettuccine alfredo, and of course, Teddy's famous toasted ravioli. And for dessert, how about a piece of Italian cheesecake or cannoli? Teddy Spaghetti's Italian Restaurant, 3032 Heights Ravenna Road in Muskegon.
Sitting Pretty Pet Spa and Boutique is a full grooming salon with a wide range of services for dogs, cats, even birds, rabbits, guinea pigs, and ferrets. Their spa treatments include mud baths, facials, coat damage and repair, aromatherapy, de-shedding, teeth brushing, and paw repair and massage. Doesn't your best friend deserve a special spa day?
Appliance shopping can be confusing. At Seaway Appliance, we make it easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, we have a great selection of home appliances to choose from, and we offer competitive pricing.
2, the staff is friendly and knowledgeable, and our customers can enjoy a no-pressure experience.
3, we have our own professional service department.
Plus, because we're a brand source store, you know you're getting the best deal possible, saving you money.
Where are you going to shop for your next appliance or TV? Seaway Appliance. Thank you for your business.
Seaway Appliance.
Richard Ray Pilon, Sr. I live in Burton, Michigan, and I'm 89 years old, World War II veteran, Air Force, re-enlisted for 3 years after the war, and that's why I was in 48 when Berlin Airlift started. I volunteered for that. I've been doing I've been flying myself since 1944, and I got out in December 48, and I got my commercial in 6 months on a GI Bill, and I've been doing Air Force reenacting with the Warbirds at the air shows since '78 until 2002, until my second late wife passed away in 2002. And I joined these guys in 2009 doing World War II reenacting battles. And I do it for the World War II veterans, the ones that really had to see the bad stuff. I got in late. So I honor these guys, and I try to make the public understand through these battles just how important they're, what they did to give them the freedoms that they have today. When I was in high school in October of '44, the Air Force recruiters came in, and I volunteered for a duration of the war in 6 months. Well, the war ended while I was in basic in August, and that's when I re-enlisted in December for a B-29 group was forming to go to Germany, but 3 months later that fell through, so I was in Washington, D.C. for the rest of the 3 years, and that's why when I was there in 48 to go on the airlift. When I got out, I went to work. I went back to work for the post office. I worked there for 16 years, and I left there in '69 and went into AC Sparkplug up there in Flint. And I retired in April of '92 with 25 years service at 65. I do four impressions: 4th Armored, 5th Rangers, 82nd Airborne 505, and 101st Airborne 506. And all these guys adopted me. They like to tell everybody at the battle reenactments that they have a real World War II veteran in the field with them. And as far as I know, I'm the only one that's out there in the battlefield that's a real World War II veteran. But I'm only 89, so I'm one of the young ones. Most of them are up in their 90s. This reenacting has given me something to really latch onto during my retirement. And I've always been active, always been doing something. And doing what I do for the vets. And I started out before I did the reenacting in 2009. I was doing shadow boxes for the different veterans that started doing it at church. And I must have done, I don't know, 18 or 19 of them. And I just haven't got away be able to do that in the last few years. But yes, it just gave me something to. When you retire, you can't just quit, and this gave me something to do, which was, I feel, very important. People come up to me and the guys say, "Okay, we got a World War II veteran." Well, they want to come and talk to me. The veterans that are there for the battles, they are the ones that want to talk. If the veterans don't want to talk, they're not there. Those are the ones. Those are the stories we'd like to get. I've got so many stories from the World War II veterans that have showed up, and with their families. It's just mind-boggling. I just wish I had a recorder for every story that I heard, but being in uniform and just right after the battles, I just don't have that wherewithal. But yeah, it's they like to hear about what's going on. Thank a veteran anytime you can. When they first started thanking me for my service, here, let's go back. When I was doing a reenactment at Dearborn at the Greenfield Village, there was a young couple that came by, talked to me for about 15 minutes. They went on down to the rest of the people that had displays. They came back. They had a brown plastic bag, and they said, "Here, this is for you." I said, "I don't need anything. I don't need anything. You don't have to give me anything." They said, "Well, we want you to have this." He said, "You probably got these already." What it was my World War II veteran hat. I had never bought one on my own. Till this day, I never go anyplace without my World War II hat on. And I do it so that I can honor the World War II veterans. People come up and ask me about it, and I tell them just what I told right here, that I want to honor the real World War II veterans. When everybody comes up and thanks me for my service, it used to embarrass me because I didn't do like the other guys did. I wasn't out there fighting. I wasn't out there getting shot at. I wasn't injured. I wasn't killed. And I feel like I didn't do anything. But I had an old timer one time come up and tell me at a reenactment. He asked me what I did. I said, I was just in supply. He said, "Hey, listen, if you weren't in supply, those guys out there couldn't do their job if you weren't there in supply to give them what they needed to do their job." When I joined up, okay, I wanted to fly. Okay, I got it too late. So they wanted me for a crew member. I said, if I can't fly, I don't want to get up there. So I wound up in doing supply, like I said, okay? And like I said at one of the reenactments, this old timer, who was younger than me, but he looked like an old timer, he said to me, after I told him I was just in supply, he said, "Son, if you hadn't have been in supply, those guys out there couldn't do their job if you didn't supply them the wherewithal to do their job."
So everybody had a role to play.
Yes, that's right. If you were in the service, you were there for a purpose. Every job in the service, whichever service you were in, was important, or else you wouldn't be there. Everybody had a job to do, and that little cog, if that wasn't taken care of, was going to mess things up.
Hi, I'm Wendy from Healthy Focus. We provide home health care services to people in Western Michigan. We can supply RNs, LPNs, home health aides, certified nurse aides to meet your needs and keep you in your home.
Hello, Muskegon. My name is Mark DeWitt. I'm the owner here at RPM Automotive. We've been here since 1996. We're a full-service auto repair center. We do both foreign and domestic repairs. Most of our repairs are performed same day. We do everything from AC, engine repair, and computer diagnostics. Feel free to call or come by and see us. We're located on Getty Street, next to the Getty Street Grill.
At Ramos Towing, we know your time is valuable. That's why we always provide you with a fast response and efficient service. Whether you need gasoline, a jump start, lockout assistance, a tire change, or a tow, you can count on Ramos to get the job done. Our variety of flatbed and heavy-duty trucks can handle any type of tow. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's Ramos to the rescue.
The Pizza Ranch, featuring a buffet that is guaranteed to please even the pickiest eaters. From a full soup and salad bar, pizzas and breadsticks, to mouth-watering roasted chicken, potatoes and gravy, vegetables, drinks and desserts, all for just one price. Their menu features a wide variety of delectable favorites. You can dine in, carry out, or have your meals delivered. There's something for everyone at the Pizza Ranch.
My name is Jerry Lindquist, and I'm with the 82nd Airborne Reenactors, but today I'm wearing the 29th Division because they were the ones that landed on Omaha Beach, D-Day. We do the reenacting to show the people how it was done and what our troops had to go through. I usually carry a BAR, Browning automatic rifle, so that the people can see what it is, and then after the show we let them hold it, we let them explain everything to them so everyone can enjoy what it was like and how heavy everything really was. I was never really in the military. I had bad legs, but my brother was in Air Force, Vietnam, Dad was Army, World War II, Air Corps. So to repay my family and to honor the veterans, I started 28 years ago with my own tiny little museum, and now I have grown to everything from World War I to Afghanistan, and I have become part of the 82nd Airborne and part of American Huey 369, so I'm a door gunner slash a ground crew slash cook. So I've experienced everything from World War II to Vietnam. And the experiences, meeting people, Congressional Medal of Honors, you'd be amazed at who you see and the stories that you'd actually hear from the veterans once they start telling you. Once the stories come out, you become a part of them. You listen to what they're saying, and you put yourself in their shoes, and they can connect with you through that story and through your uniform and reenacting to where they become a part of you and you become a part of them, and you will hear more and more stories come out, the good and the bad, and that is what drives us to even do it better so that the whole public can understand just what they went through. I've been to several shows and they'd see my patch and they'd yell out, "Hey, 29th," and I'd start talking to them and they'd be landing on D-Day, third wave, and they said even the third wave, when they stepped off that boat, he was stepping into people that were still alive and screaming. so his mind shuts down. But it's the stories that you hear, and a lot of people don't realize is that the stories that the World War II, Korea, Vietnam are telling are the same ones that we are listening to from Afghanistan and Iraq. The only thing that changed is the location. War does not change. The brutality does not change. It's just location, location, location. I'm part of American Huey 369 organizations, which we fly 2 Hueys. And we have a gentleman, Jim, that was a door gunner, shot down and stayed in the jungle for 3 days before they could rescue him. And he grabbed the 60 off his Huey, and that's the only thing he had to survive. And so during the reenacting, one of the grenades, fake grenades, came out of the wolfhounds and rolled around in the Huey, and instantly he was back in Vietnam. He tried to grab that, get it out of that bird, and when he came back down, he broke down and started crying. And that's when I told Jim, after 30, 40 some odd years, you still have it. Your instinct is still there. Never be ashamed of it. I don't know if I could do that or not. I said, you got it, you still have it, don't ever lose that. And we have become great friends ever since. My name is Jerry Lindquist. I have a Master Modeler Display Traveling Museum. It's a museum that goes to the schools, churches, factories, Vietnam moving walls, wherever they honor the veterans, that's where I go. I have artifacts from World War I to Afghanistan. I have 30 6-foot tables full of memorabilia, from field telephones to tank rounds to rockets, ammo, medical equipment. So I present this to the public so they understand and can see what actually went on in each war. I'm located in Miami, Indiana, which is a mile south of Grissom Air Force Base. The best way to contact me is through my email address, and that's modelbuilder@netzero.net. And that's MODELBUILD, modelbuilder@netzero.net.
Hi, my name is Stephen Trier, and I'm a German soldier during World War II. I represent 5th SS Viking Division, who fought on the Eastern Front during the Second World War. I represent a pioneer unit, or a combat engineer unit, during World War II. Basically, our job was to build bridges, take down bridges, destroy minefields, put in minefields. Basically, we're the constructors of bunkers and anything that was used for military hardware during the war, anything that couldn't be used vehicle-wise. We use explosives. Right now I'm dressed like a common German soldier, with my Fellbluse, my weapons gear, my helmet, my rifle, and that's what we do. We're here for everyone to explore the all facets of the war, whether that be American, whether that be British, whether that be German. We're all here for everyone to learn about our history.
So how long have you been doing reenactment, and tell me some of the things that have enriched your life and made it fun for you to do?
Basically, I've been doing reenacting for around 15 years, since I was 10 years old. I started in French and Indian War, which is, the 7 Years' War between the British and French. But I got into German reenacting around 3 years ago. I enjoy German because it's different. There's a lot more to it than American. American is very lax and very relaxed, and it's a very easy hobby. But German, it takes a certain kind of person to do German, and it takes a certain kind of mentality to do German. You're not doing it for the political reasons. You're doing it for to celebrate a proud military heritage.
Okay, great. And are there any future challenges that you're looking to do, or battlefield situations? Have you done anything like that as well?
There were a few events that we did with tacticals. We do tacticals out in Kalamazoo at Fort Custer, Fort Custer training area. One of my best moments was being able to hold this ridge line against a force of about 20 Americans who we faced, and it was great because it was really awesome to see the two squads we had work together and really hold the line against in a very real situation that would have happened during the war.
And for those who might be considering reenactment, what are some of the things that they need to think about in terms of preparing themselves for it, and what are the things they can look forward to discovering?
One of the things that we like to talk about when you prepare yourself for reenacting is you have to choose an impression or choose an area of study where you want to look into. I do both American and German, so it's very easy for me to go back and forth and to study different things. It's very rewarding for me, and it's the easiest thing is to choose an area of study you want to do, and find something you want to study constantly. It doesn't have to be just one thing, but and that's the best way to find an impression.
Well, and along with that, did that also involve looking into military history and understanding some of the personal issues that the soldiers on the German side went through?
Yes and no. Most German soldiers represent common German soldiers during the war. No political aspirations, just fighting for your country like any U.S. soldier would. And that is basically it. Like, we do not, avail to any political identity. We are just show the fighting spirit of the German army during World War II. And there's no issues. We don't really try to get into any of the political stuff. And that's just to keep it from spiraling into something that we do not want it to be. And it would take away from the experience that people would get otherwise.
Well, and in a sense about looking into the history, you mentioned they have a proud military tradition, but it's also raising the dignity of even those who we've called our enemies, that they were human beings that were serving our country too.
Just like, any U.S. soldier, kid at 17 or 18 years old going to fight at D-Day, there are veterans all the way around the world that deserve our respect. Even though they didn't fight for our country, it doesn't really matter. Veterans are veterans, and you need to respect the sacrifices they made for everyone. And if you look at someone like myself and other people who reenact German, they aren't fighting for Adolf Hitler or Nazi Germany. We're fighting for the guy next to us, and I think every veteran can aspire to that, because I don't know any veteran that would fight for anyone but their buddies.
If you are unable to enjoy the activities you once did because of pain, you may benefit from a visit to orthopedic rehabilitation specialists. Did you know that recent legislation in Michigan allows patients direct access to physical therapy without a prescription from a doctor? Whether a doctor refers you to physical therapy or you wish to access services on your own, the experienced physical therapists at ORS will evaluate your specific concerns and how you may benefit from physical therapy treatment.
With over 50 years of combined experience,
The mechanics at Norton Small Engine Repair will keep you running right.
leaf blowers,
Snow blowers.
parts and service,
And when it comes to buying new,
Link Steel.
at Norton Small Engine Repair,
Quality service is your guarantee.
Muskegon Area District Library, formerly the Muskegon County Library for the Blind and Physically Handicapped, offering public library books and magazines, both fiction and nonfiction, to visually and physically impaired individuals. With their new location at 4845 Airline Road, they can be contacted at 231-737-6310.
Good afternoon. My name is Alexander Bartoli. I am a German World War II reenactor with 2nd SS Das Reich. I portray a regular frontline German soldier during the Second World War. It's very important for the Axis forces to be recognized here at a D-Day event, because we all know Germany lost, but Germany was extremely efficient and extremely well-led military, and for us to beat them down and defeat them was a major accomplishment. And understanding what we had to go up against and how difficult it was to finally defeat them is something that needs to be looked upon as a great achievement. And we're here to represent the German soldiers that were defeated by the Americans, but also the German soldiers were just fighting for their nation as our soldiers were fighting for their nation. And that's something that we can't ever forget. We need to look at both sides of history. Just as in Revolutionary War reenactments, we have people representing the British as well as the colonials and Americans. So for us to be here, it's very important, and it's something that means a lot to me, to be able to show the public not just the American side of World War II, which basically established the nation that we have today, but also to show the German soldiers and how they lived, how they were regular men just like the men in the United States, and they were fighting, and we had to destroy them, and they were trying to destroy us. And the thing is, you always got to represent both sides of a war.
Let's talk about a little bit about your encampment here today and how similar that was to during the time.
Okay. Here we have just like a basic setup for regular German soldiers, Soldaten. This is Steve here. He represents a German pioneer, which would be basically, if you want to go on that, just basically doing engineer type of work, clearing minefields, building different structures, bridges, destroying bridges, basically build or destroy is what his job would be. Got a few other things over here, have some basic kit, kind of like what I'm wearing here, standard ammo pouches. We have some rations and whatnot here, just different field equipment, different crates, just that would store some of the items that a soldier would have. And then, of course, the sleeping area. This is an 8-man zelt, so that would mean that 8 soldiers would come together with 8 triangular pieces like this that were issued, just similar to this here on my back. That's the zelt band, and then you would button them all together and make an 8-man tent. You could make up to a 16-man tent. The 4-man tent is represented over here to your right. And then those actually can be unbuttoned and they are worn as a poncho and camouflage.
So tell me a little more about your experience as a reenactor and some of the roles that you've played and what that's meant to you in terms of learning about history and appreciating those who serve.
Yeah, I served in the Marine Corps for 4 years, so I have firsthand experience of what war really is, which is why I want to be able to portray this time period and give some sort of look into the actual demeanor that soldiers had, like the suffering. I've been doing this for about 4 years now, and it's really just kind of opened my eyes to the vastness of the whole hobby.
And how about some of the people that you've met or places that you've traveled? Has that increased your appreciation for service and also the struggles that people had to go through in the service?
Yeah, of course. Definitely did. Definitely did.
Put that in a sentence for me, in a sense, because I'm not going to be on camera.
Okay. As far as being around like the reenactor community, everybody's really friendly. We understand that both sides need to be represented, and we just do our best to show accurately how both sides lived and fought during the Second World War. And we're always looking for more recruits to join the hobby, to represent not only the Americans, but also the Germans. Our unit, Das Reich, is always recruiting, and we can be contacted. You can contact me personally. My email is alexander.bartoli0311@gmail.com. And my last name is spelled Bartoli.
Hi, I'm Mike Holmes, Chapter President of Rolling Thunder, Michigan, Chapter 4 here in Muskegon. We're having our LST museum event here today, celebrating the survivors and veterans of the armed forces. The LST is one of two only remaining ships from World War II LSTs, and we're fortunate enough to have it here as a living museum. Rolling Thunder is here today promoting the event. We have the National Guard on site with some of their equipment on static display. The Lions Club was here this morning and provided a pancake breakfast, all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast. We have a number of other veterans groups here. The Vietnam Veterans of America are here, the Purple Heart group's here. And of course the National Guard's here, as I said, with a lot of their equipment, the big jump house for kids. The USF Silversides today has their annual starting of their engines. The Hooligan Flight Team did a flyover for them as well as for us. The Muskegon Charter Boat Association did a veterans fishing event this morning out of Muskegon Lake. What else do we need to talk about, Kevin?
Talk about some of the various encampments and some of the
okay.
Sort of reenactment of the time.
We have reenactors here today representing the Navy, the Army, the Air Force, as well as the German Army. They have an encampment out here in out on the lawn area, and they are on board the ship answering people's questions and doing some simulated fire of the anti-aircraft guns and their 50 caliber machine guns. We're also having a pinups contest here today. I think we have 20 young ladies that are dressed in era of World War II era clothing and are competing for prizes in that. We had a poker run, a motorcycle poker run today. We've got an antique car show down here. Most of the cars are pre-1940s era cars. Antique military vehicles and equipment here on display today. Tonight we're having a USO show on board the ship that's going to go from approximately 7 o'clock until 9:30. During that, we're going to be honoring a local Purple Heart veteran with a plaque being presented by We the People. We encourage everyone to come down for that. Everything here is a free event today. So it's just to give back to the community and make the public aware of the veterans and their veterans' needs. Rolling Thunder is a veteran support group. Primary mission was to remind people of the POW MIA issues. That has kind of fallen in the past. We don't have that many POW MIAs anymore. So we're now doing support for local veterans. We help veterans in need locally through assisting other groups with monetary issues that we can help with, clothing, whatever we can do to help these guys that need our help.
McDonald's Candies. 1064 South Getty Street in Muskegon features an assortment of chocolate-covered nuts and creams, peanut clusters, fudge, seafoam, turtles, cherry cordials, and regular and holiday novelties.
The Most Wanted sale is now on at Langlois. Get FBI sale prices on the Most Wanted living rooms, dining rooms, and bedrooms, and the Most Wanted HD TVs and appliances. With FBI pricing and no interest for 1 full year. Only at Langlois on Henry Street, Muskegon.
Whether you're a first-time jewelry browser looking for an extraordinary engagement ring, a couple celebrating your 60th anniversary, or you're just looking to treat yourself or mark an important event, Rothheim & Swanson Gemworks is proud to offer custom-made selections handcrafted in America. Silver, fine-colored gems, diamonds, and gold jewelry, as well as strands of lustrous quality pearls. From ring and watch appraisals to in-house jewelry design and repair, ring sizing, remounting, to a complete rebuilding, you can rely on them to keep your old favorites looking new. K&S Gemworks, Muskegon's community jeweler. Memories made one at a time.
Well, coming up, we've got an excellent band. They can actually use the phrase, "We got the band back together, man." Their name is Joyride, and I'd like to introduce the gentleman and tell you a little bit about him. On guitar, we have Marty Ackerman. He's a U.S. Army veteran. On lead guitar, Dan Gilbert, a U.S. Air Force veteran. On bass guitar, John Bars, I should say. He's a retired U.S. Air Force veteran. He retired as a master sergeant and served in Desert Storm. On piano and keys, we have Kenneth Dodge. His father, Kenneth Sr., served in World War II for 4 years in the infantry and 4 years as a gunner on a B-17 Flying Fortress. On drums, we have Steve Drake. Steve's daughter, Sergeant April Drake, is currently serving in the U.S. Army. She served in Operation Enduring Freedom in Iraq. And Steve's son, Master Sergeant Joseph Drake, is currently serving in the U.S. Air Force and has served in Afghanistan as well as Korea. The Joyride Band was formed in the mid-'80s in Muskegon by Ken Dodge. Dan and Steve joined the band in 1994, and they are here back together today to celebrate our veterans and to those currently serving, and would like to dedicate tonight's playlist to their former bass player, Joseph Dranici II, who served in the United States Marine Corps. Joe passed away 7 years ago. Salute to Joe, and let's bring him on, Joyride.
Thank you, Bill. We appreciate that. We're really happy to be here today to help celebrate the D-Day 72 years ago. And you ready there, Marty? All right.
Watching the sun, all those trees covered in gold. Strung on my 6th Street, I'm off of porcelain. Smell those shrimp that begin in the fall. Wasted away again in my marina. Shaking us off. Some people play the things they won't wanna play. It's nobody's fault. I don't know the reason I stayed here all season. Nothing to show but the brand new tattoo. It's the beauty, Mexican cutie. How I got here, I have no clue. Wasted away again in my marina. Searching for my lost shaker of salt. Something away that there's one on the plane. But I think it could be my fault.
and their families. This call, where were you?